Apple MacBook Air M1, Best Apple Laptop. The new MacBook Air M1 is the best laptop Apple has ever made, and perhaps the best laptop you can buy right now, period. It might look the same, but the newest MacBook Air is very different from the Macs of recent years. Similar to the new 13-inch MacBook Pro and Mac Mini, the new MacBook Air uses Apple SoC, the M1 chip based on ARM. Despite costing the same, the new processor brings some major benefits to the MacBook Air, which make it the best Apple laptop so far. Thanks to the revolutionary chip that powers it, the new MacBook Air is a slim and lightweight laptop that delivers much better performance than its predecessors, even rivaling the 13-inch MacBook Pro, while offering incredible battery life. The old MacBook Air with Intel's SoC was hampered by the slow dual-core processor, chosen on purpose because it didn't need any fans. Apple's M1 SoC ticks the same boxes but without sacrificing speed. It is in fact an 8-core chip, as powerful as the ones you can find in high-end MacBook Pros. Combined with speedy internal memory, this laptop is extremely fast. But since it doesn't need fans, it is also silent. During our testing, the MacBook Air M1 handled photo and video editing workloads better than almost any other Intel-powered laptop. It's even able to run Shadow of the Tomb Raider at almost playable frame rates, which is a real feat for integrated graphics. And with over 11 hours of battery life, it can easily last a full day on a single charge. Comfort and usability are also top-notch. The keyboard and trackpad are excellent, it has the perfect size and weight to be easily transportable, and its all-aluminum chassis makes it very durable. What's more, its super crisp and bright screen is a pleasure to use. You will also get better quality from the webcam, and a reasonable amount of memory. The base model comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of internal memory, things that weren't always a given with previous MacBook Airs. Last but not least, the sound is louder than you'd expect from such a small laptop, and there is support for Dolby Atmos. Unfortunately, MacBooks remain more expensive than Windows Ultrabooks, especially if you want to upgrade your internal memory. Prices for an Apple SSD are so high that we usually recommend our readers to buy an external SSD, or invest in cloud storage. And like Windows Ultrabooks, the MacBook Air doesn't have the processing power to run challenging games. It's also unfortunate that it comes equipped with just 2 Thunderbolt 3/USB-C ports, and that means you'll need a hub, dock, or adapter. Despite these flaws, Apple is closer than ever to creating the perfect Ultrabook. The MacBook Air M1 is a laptop that balances portability and power without compromises. Not only is this the best Apple laptop, but it forces Windows laptops to watch their back. In fact, it offers the best value for money among all macOS laptops, while its price is also incredibly competitive compared to rival Windows 10 machines, like the Dell XPS 13. If, till now, you've only ever used a Windows laptop, the MacBook Air M1 should make you consider switching to macOS. Yes, it really is that good. Dell XPS 13, 9310, Best Windows Laptop. The Dell XPS 13 is the ultimate slim and lightweight laptop. This latest version retains all the things we liked about the previous model, such as the smaller chassis, Infinity Edge frames, and larger keyboard. But this update also brings the new 11th generation Intel Tiger Lake processors, and a host of long-promised features, including Thunderbolt 4 and Wi-Fi 6. In our tests, these processors easily beat their 10th generation predecessors in both gaming and multimedia apps. In Geekbench 5, for example, the score of the new XPS 13 rose by about 10% over the previous model. It's not a big jump, but it's still the best in the category. And with the new integrated Intel Iris Xe GPU, you can even play certain AAA titles, albeit in low settings. The autonomy, on the other hand, got shorter by a full hour. Sadly, it also only sports just 2 Thunderbolt 4/USB-C ports. We hoped Dell would have equipped it with a USB-A port as well, but at least it comes with a USB-C adapter in the box, and if you need more ports, you can always get a USB-C hub or dock. In summary, if you want a beautiful, powerful and durable Windows laptop, it's hard to find a better one than the XPS 13, since it already offers everything that matters. It sports a beautiful, sleek, lightweight and compact frame, a breathtaking display, a one-day autonomy, a great keyboard, a reliable trackpad, and excellent performance. Just like its predecessor, it's expensive, but XPS has earned its place as a premium brand, and that's not enough reason to discourage all you Ultrabook fans. Ultimately, this is one of the best laptops of 2021, and worth every penny. Dell XPS 13, 9300, a valid alternative. The XPS 13 is a true workhorse. It is solidly built and is powered by a 10th generation Intel Core i5 or i7 processor that can easily handle multitasking. And with an autonomy of up to 12 hours, you'll have plenty of time to finish your work. The new Ice Lake processors come with the Iris Plus integrated GPU that delivers exceptional performance. You'll still need a discrete graphics card for serious gaming, but you will have no problem playing titles like Overwatch. If you want the best Windows laptop, this is it. And if you want a bigger screen and more graphics power, take a look at the XPS 15. LG Gram 17 2021, the lightest 17-inch laptop. We didn't really think LG could improve on the Gram 17, but it managed to pull it off. The new Gram 17 once again sports an incredibly lightweight design, and comes equipped with some of the best mobile technologies in the world. It's a streamlined, good-looking machine that boasts a huge 17-inch screen but somehow weighs less than 3 pounds, 2.97 pounds to be exact, as do most 13.3-inch devices, and this, along with its small size, make it incredibly portable. However, the weight is not its only outstanding feature. It also boasts the best battery life you can get. It easily lasts about 12 hours on a single charge, about 2 hours longer than its predecessor. What's more, the 2021 update with Intel's Tiger Lake processors and Iris Xe graphics, which deliver a dramatic boost in performance and can handle almost any activity, make this one of the best big-screen laptops you can buy today. The 17-inch IPS display remains the star of the show, covering more than 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut with excellent accuracy, while the polarizing layer helps reduce reflections when outdoors. Add to all this the great keyboard with numeric keypad, the improved trackpad, which was our main complaint with the previous model, a solid selection of ports including 2 Thunderbolt 4, silent fans, and, for a laptop, good sound, and there is very little not to like about this device. Of course, not everyone needs a 17-inch display, and the people who do are looking for a heavier workstation that probably won't be moved very often. But if you like having a big screen to carry around at school and work, you're the target demographic for this machine. It's a niche device, but very impressive, and without much competition on the market. It's expensive, and its design is a bit simple, but it's worth it if you want the power and portability of an Ultrabook, but also need a bigger screen. And if you want something slightly smaller and cheaper, LG also launched the Gram 16 in 2021. Microsoft Surface Laptop 4, best Windows laptop for productivity. While Apple surprised us with the new MacBook Air, our rival Microsoft also impressed us with its new Surface Laptop 4. As with previous Surface devices, the build quality and design are absolutely top-notch, while its stunning bright and colorful Pixel Sense touchscreen really sets it apart from the competition. The Surface Laptop 4 shows that small tweaks are sometimes all you need to perfect an otherwise solid product. In fact, our biggest complaints with the previous model, the Surface Laptop 3, regarding its performance and autonomy, were addressed with the advent of the new chips. The Surface Laptop 4 is available in 2 sizes, 13 inches and 15 inches, and with 2 different processors, from AMD or Intel. Both are fine for everyday tasks, but if you're hoping to do some light video editing or gaming, we suggest the Ryzen. The real improvement though is battery life. In our tests, this laptop easily lasted for a whole day. It also comes equipped with an excellent keyboard and touchpad, which is a pleasure to use, and runs a clean installation of Windows 10 with no bloatware. The only complaint we have is with its connectivity options, since Microsoft insists on a single USB Type-C port, along with an old-fashioned USB Type-A port. It may not be as flashy as the hybrid design of previous models that made the Surface brand famous, but the new Laptop 4 is all a laptop should be, slim and lightweight, and boasting an excellent screen and keyboard. Dell XPS 15, best 15-inch laptop. The XPS 15 continues to sit atop the throne, with minor modifications tantamount to major upgrades. The company managed to make this device 5.5% smaller, while making both the keyboard and touchpad significantly larger. And while the new Infinity Edge bezels might seem like a minor upgrade, they make possible for Dell to equip this device with one of the best 4K 16:10 screens we have ever seen on a laptop. You can choose between a stunning OLED display, or a touchscreen LED one. The internal specs are just as exciting. It comes equipped with a 10th generation Intel CPU paired with an NVIDIA GPU. It also features a fast SSD, and has excellent audio due to its powerful quad speakers. It can also last for an average of 8 hours, which is good for a 4K display. If you're looking for a big premium Windows laptop, this is the best. Google Pixelbook Go, Best Chromebook. The Pixelbook Go is the best Chromebook right now, with Google showing all other manufacturers how it's done. The previous Pixelbook was also brilliant in its own way, but cost a small fortune. Most Chromebooks, in fact, are known as cheap alternatives to Windows laptops. The Pixelbook Go, though, wants to be a true alternative to Windows and Mac OS notebooks. This is an affordable Chromebook that retains plenty of the premium features of its predecessor, while adding some brilliant upgrades, including a truly fantastic keyboard. And thanks to its ultra-light weight and amazing battery life, it's a great option for students and people who take their work with them. It also features impressive specs, putting Chrome OS performance on par with that of the more expensive laptops from Microsoft and Apple. Chrome OS doesn't run normal Windows apps. With the inclusion of the Google Play Store, however, you can now fill in some of the software gaps using a multitude of Android apps. If you're looking for the perfect Chromebook, then look no further than the Pixelbook Go. Asus ZenBook Duo 14, Best Dual Screen Laptop. If all you've ever wanted from your slim and lightweight laptop was more screen real estate, your wish has come true. The Asus ZenBook Duo 14 is for those who want a second display but do not wish to use an external monitor. The 12.6-inch secondary touchscreen positioned above the keyboard behaves as an external monitor would, but it is embedded in the laptop's body. It can function as an extension of the 14-inch main display, or as a secondary monitor where you can place anything you like, from Photoshop's dialog boxes, to Spotify playlists, to social media feeds or any other app that would normally be buried behind what you're working on. If this is not enough, it is also enabled for use with a digital stylus, included in the package, so that you can write and draw on it. The only drawback is that the keyboard is small and the touchpad is pushed to the right, thus, without a wrist rest, the ZenBook Duo 14 is ergonomically uncomfortable. But with a wrist rest, the experience improves a lot. For creative professionals, this is one of the best laptops around. For everyone else, you can probably find a better one, since, let's be honest, the price is exaggerated if you don't intend to take advantage of the second screen on a regular basis. Dell XPS 17, Best 17-inch Laptop. The Dell XPS 17 takes everything we love about its smaller siblings and supersizes it. It weighs 4.65 pounds, almost twice the weight of a standard notebook, but that's justified by its unparalleled performance. It is a desktop workstation crammed inside the body of a laptop. Its huge 17-inch display has a 4K resolution that allows you to work comfortably with multiple tabs and apps, offers almost perfect color reproduction, and is also bright enough to be used outdoors. Even more impressive, despite the 17 inches panel, the size of its chassis is smaller than most 15 inches laptops, thanks to its tiny frames. Inside, we find the new 10th generation Intel Core H series processors, combined with a discrete NVIDIA GeForce GPU, and fast SSD. Luckily, it also features 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and an SD card slot to transfer photos and videos directly from your camera. If you're looking for a Windows competitor to the 16-inch MacBook Pro, you've found it. The XPS 17 can handle any productivity, creativity and multimedia workload. LG Gram 17, a valid alternative. You will not find another 17-inch laptop that's so light and with such a long autonomy as the new 2020 version of the LG Gram 17. The performance also improved, thanks to the addition of a 10th generation Intel Core processor. This CPU is equipped with the more powerful Iris Plus integrated graphics, which offers a little more speed in photo and video editing applications, and is also capable of some light gaming. Last but not least, it comes equipped with a whole lot of RAM and fast SSD storage. Build quality is unparalleled, and everything from the metal alloy finish to the backlit keys seems well thought out. The Gram 17 also sports a surprisingly robust selection of ports for such a thin device, including a Thunderbolt 3, 2 Type-A USB 3, an HDMI, a microSD slot, and a headphone jack. The only concern is the size of the otherwise fantastic 17-inch screen, that you may have trouble fitting into bags and backpacks, and which can be inconvenient to use on trains and planes. It's also quite expensive, and if you absolutely don't need a 17-inch model, you can get the same performance and even more portability with a smaller screen laptop for a lot less money. But if you need a big display, you cannot find a better laptop than the LG Gram 17. Apple MacBook Pro 13-inch M1, best MacBook for most people. Welcome to a new era of Apple computing. The M1 system on a chip marks the first step in decoupling Apple from Intel. This ARM-based 5nm chip has an 8-core CPU with integrated graphics consisting of 16 billion transistors, the maximum that the company has ever managed to cram into a chip. The M1 also features a unified memory architecture, an improved image signal processor, and Apple's Neural Engine and Secure Enclave. The result is a much faster and way more powerful laptop. The 13-inch MacBook Pro M1 delivers outstanding performance and the longest battery life we've ever seen on a MacBook. If that wasn't enough, coupled with Big Sur, it offers faster web page load times and a better webcam experience, all thanks to the new SoC. In short, the new 13-inch MacBook Pro is everything that Apple promised. The 13-inch MacBook Pro has a slightly different design and appearance than the MacBook Air, even though both devices use the same processor. The main difference is that the Pro also includes a fan, which means it can withstand heavy workloads for a longer period of time without having to limit its performance. You won't notice the difference or hear the fan spinning in everyday use, but for intensive tasks like video editing, the MacBook Pro is significantly faster than the MacBook Air. However, the differences do not stop here. The MacBook Pro beats the Air on battery life, almost 2 hours more autonomy, and boasts the fantastic Magic Keyboard, which allows for comfortable and responsive typing, as well as the additional functions of the Touch Bar. Last but not least, its Retina display is even brighter. There are of course some compromises when compared to its bigger sibling, the 16-inch MacBook Pro. First and foremost, the obvious larger screen of the latter. The 16-inch MacBook Pro is also configurable with more RAM and internal memory, and offers 4 USB-C ports. The 13-inch model only has 2. On the other hand, the 13-inch MacBook Pro sporting the M1 SoC boasts almost twice the battery life of its Intel-powered sibling, and this makes a huge difference for on-the-go professionals. This is the first MacBook Pro that can really last for a full day on a single charge. All in all, it's amazing to see how Apple's SoC has revolutionized the performance of older Intel MacBooks. And all this adds up to why the 13-inch MacBook Pro M1 is the best Apple laptop for most people. Asus ROG Zephyrus G14, best gaming laptop. Asus steps up its efforts when it comes to gaming laptops. Case in point, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. Powered by the powerful new AMD Ryzen 4000 processors, this notebook is a multitasking beast. However, since it also boasts an NVIDIA RTX 2060 Max-Q GPU, it is considered a gaming laptop. In addition to the specifications listed above, the ROG Zephyrus G14 is also equipped with a lightning-fast SSD, a bright 14-inch 120Hz display, a comfortable keyboard, powerful speakers, and is enclosed in a stunning chassis made of magnesium alloy that is among the thinnest and lightest in the gaming sector. But where the Zephyrus G14 really shines is in autonomy. Its battery easily lasts twice as long as other gaming laptops. The Asus Zephyrus G14 isn't perfect, it is missing a webcam and a Thunderbolt 3 port. However, its CPU and GPU performance, and epic autonomy, make it not only the best gaming laptop, but also one of the best laptops ever, full stop. HP Elite Dragonfly, best business laptop. The HP Elite Dragonfly is, simply put, one of the sleekest and thinnest notebooks you can buy, and it's also packed with brilliant features and powerful components. Business notebooks bear the stigma of being cumbersome, unappealing, and full of bloatware. But that's not always the case, and although the Dragonfly is primarily aimed at businessmen, its beautiful design and stunning screen make it one of the best laptops for anyone who can afford it. Battery life is excellent, the keyboard is a joy to use, and is even one of the first 5G-enabled Ultrabooks. The 2020 model is also the first Dragonfly featuring HP's SureView Reflect technology, which automatically tints the screen so nosy people can't see what you're doing while working in public. The Dragonfly is also the first laptop with an integrated tile tracker. This means that if you misplace your device, you can use the Tile smartphone app to locate it anywhere in the world. It's a splurge, but easily one of the best laptops of 2020. Microsoft's Surface Laptop 3, best laptop for most people. With the third iteration of the Surface Laptop, Microsoft has created its best notebook yet. While not a huge leap forward compared to its predecessor, the Surface Laptop 3 improves on almost every aspect. It features an exceptional keyboard and touchpad, as well as a sturdy and attractive aluminum chassis that is quite portable. It also boasts great performance and a fast SSD. You also get a gorgeous display. Best of all, you can now choose between Intel or AMD hardware. The 13 and 15-inch Surface Laptop 3 come very close to the 2020 Dell XPS 13 and 15 models as the best laptops for productivity and casual gaming. So why aren't they higher on this list? Their mediocre autonomy and absurd exclusion of a Thunderbolt 3 port are big enough drawbacks to make them lose the top spot, but for the rest, these are some of the best ultrabooks in the world right now, especially if you're a fan of Microsoft's laptops. Razer Blade 15, best all-rounder. Looking at it from afar, you might not notice that the Blade is a gaming laptop. It's as light and slim as a MacBook Pro, with the same excellent build quality, featuring a world-class keyboard and touchpad, a bright vivid display with thin bezels, in addition to the hyper-premium interior components, and Razer's signature backlighting system. The Blade is one of the best notebooks for creative work. The fact that it also allows you to game at respectable frame rates makes it a sort of a unicorn. This is the most stylish and beautiful gaming laptop we've ever seen. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 makes more sense, but we would buy this one.